of Nehemiah chapter 13. And there's the book of Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 23. There's a book of Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 23. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod. Now, who are Jews? Jews are Jew is short for Southern Kingdom. It's an abbreviation of Southern Kingdom. All right, that consists of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. All right, in 1 Kings 12, there's a split in the kingdom of Israel, which the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were split from the other tribes like Issachar, Gad, Reuben, Manasseh, Ephraim, all those ones. All right, there's a split between them. All right, you can read about that on your own in 1 Kings 12. All right, but Jew means Judah. It's an abbreviation of Judah, which consists of the tribes of Judah, which are the American blacks, Benjamin, the Caribbean blacks, so-called Caribbean blacks, and the Haitians, and Levi, the Haitian blacks. All right. I'm going to keep reading. Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 23. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, African women, of Ammon, Japanese woman. Ammonite women are Japanese women, and of Moab, Chinese women. All right, Chinese and Korean women. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, but could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. Why is that? Because mainly, when the man's out working, it's the mother who raises that child, all right, who is at home teaching the child. So when these Israelite men, these black men, these Jews, right, when they were having children with these women of other nations, right, the men will be out doing their business, and the mother will teach that child the customs of her people, of her nation. You understand that? Okay, so that's why this happened, right? This is why they couldn't speak in the Israelite language. They spoke in the language of whatever nation the mother was. All right. Gonna keep reading. Verse 24. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, but could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people of the other nations, that is. All right. Verse 25. And I contended with them and cursed them. So Nehemiah was wroth. He was furious when he saw this, right? And I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them. So he had to beat the crap out of some of these Israelite men that were doing this. All right? And smote certain of them and plucked off their hair and made them swear by God, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons. Meaning what? You're not supposed to have your Israelite daughters marry or get with or hook up with, have sex with, date Asian men, Arab men, East Indian men, any man that's not an Israelite, any man that's not black, Latino, or Native American. All right? Any man that's not Israelite, you're not supposed to be giving your daughters to. All right? So that's it. Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons. Meaning what? You're not supposed to be getting these women of other nations. You're not supposed to be getting Asian woman, Arab woman, East Indian woman, white woman. You're not supposed to be getting those women for your sons. You're not supposed to be having your sons get with those women. In the same way, you're not supposed to have your daughters get with a white man, Arab man, or Asian man, East Indian man, or Arab, any man that's not an Israelite. Okay? And yeah, that goes for real African men and real African women too. You're not supposed to be having our children get with them either. All right? Okay. I'm going to read verse 25 again. And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by God, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons. We're not supposed to give our daughters to men of other nations, nor take their daughters unto your sons. We're not supposed to have our sons get with women of other nations. All right? Or for yourselves. We ourselves are not supposed to be getting with women, or we're not as men, we're not supposed to be getting with women of other nations, and our women are not supposed to get with men of other nations. Okay, so as Israelite men, we're not supposed to be getting with women who are not Israelites. We're not supposed to get with Asian women, white women, Arab women, etc. In the same way, Israelite women are not supposed to be getting with white men, Arab men, Asian men, East Indian men, and so forth. All right? Okay. Verse 26. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Now, King Solomon was the son of King David, who was chosen to succeed him in the throne. All right? Yes, King David had many sons like Absalom, many others. All right? But King Solomon was the one chosen to succeed him in the throne. All right? To be the next king. All right? Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God. So, this right here, this calls interracial marriage a sin. Interracial dating a sin. Interracial sex a sin. All right? Right? And God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause a sin. So these other nations cause all people to sin. You understand that? These other nations cause our people to sin, both men and women. All right? So we're not supposed to be doing intermarriages with them. All right? Now, what does Nehemiah make a reference to? I'm going to go to the book of 1 Kings, chapter 11. All right? I'm going to go to 1 Kings 11. All right, there's the book of 1 Kings, chapter 11. We're going to start verse 1. This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 11, verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women. It calls them strange women. These are women of other nations. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, woman of the Moabites, Chinese and Korean woman, Ammonites, Japanese woman, Edomites, yes, the white woman, Becky, Karen, those women. Those are Edomite women. All right? Zidonians and Hittites, African woman, real African woman, that is, okay? Of the nations concerning which the Lord, meaning what? God himself, God the Father, all right, said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come into you. Neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. For example, all right, let's say if a brother, right, let's say a Benjamin brother, right, Korean black brother, right, he gets with a Chinese woman, right, and she's a Buddhist. What do you think is going to happen to him eventually? He's going to eventually, to please her, he's going to end up becoming Buddhist. That's what happened with King Solomon. Okay, the heathen women that he was getting with, they were getting them to build idols for their gods, which is idolatry. Okay? Okay, I'm going to keep reading. Okay? Ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. Okay, first of all, it was in lust. It wasn't in love. Okay. Verse 3. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. And his wives turned away his heart. They turned away his mind from following the Bible. They turned away his mind from following the commandments of God, from following our God. Okay. Now, go back to verse 2, the last part where it says, Solomon clave unto these in love. Okay, what is love according to the Bible? Because this right here was straight out lust. Okay, we're going to go to what love is. It's the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. I'm going to read it again. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So what does it mean that his commandments are not grievous?